A live look outside at the USS Lexington Cam on our Friday morning. Thanks to First Community Bank, 6:46 a.m. sitting at 63 degrees. Those winds out of the south about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and you can see the New Harbor Bridge in view. And then a good sky as well, with the sun starting to come up as well earlier now. And as we go through the next month or two, going to be some nice sunrises as well as we go through the shows. Looking back at our Thursday, it was both below average in the morning and then above average for that daytime high coming in at 86 degrees. Either way, not pretty close to the records. That was back in 1951 and 63 at 40 degrees and then 94 degrees respectively. And we're coming up shorter on rain right now, past that 12-inch mark in terms of a rainfall deficit for 2025. So hopefully we start to see some more work its way into the coastal bend. Those temperatures right now in your neighborhood, still a couple 50s on the board. 58 in Kingsville, going to be that cool spot, tied with Cotulla this morning. And then Port Aransas 73 degrees, has cooled off a degree, but still the warm spot this morning out there. So 15 degrees of spread from west to east across the coastal bend, 67 there in Ingleside. Not too bad as we're starting off our Friday morning, and those dew points are definitely pretty close to the temperatures as well. In the mid-60s along the coast, the upper 50s as you work your way inland, around 61 degrees there for Portland into Corpus Christi here as well as we're looking at our Friday morning. And that's leading to just a little bit of patchy fog developing across the area. About half-mile visibility there in Hebronville, 3 miles to the south, and then over in Kingsville about 4 miles, 5 miles there in Orange Grove. Here in Corpus Christi, not too bad right now, but want to just keep our eyes on it as we go through about the next hour to two. Looking at that dog walking forecast, you can see Stella and Lulu today ready to go on their walk, and looking at how those temperatures are going to shape up, not looking too bad either. Taking a look at those temperatures throughout today, going to be 70 degrees by that 8 a.m. hour, 75 by 9 a.m., 82 degrees by that 11 a.m. hour, and then heading out to lunch, 85 degrees. So not too bad out there with those winds out of the south, 10 to 15 miles an hour as well. And the muggy meter definitely going to be a little bit on the rise through these next couple of days, getting into those 70s for the dew points. But then we see that steep drop with the cold front that works in by Sunday morning. That's going to drop us off into the 50s, if not less, for dew points. But then we see that resurgence in the moisture by the time we're going into Tuesday to Wednesday of next week. So going to be a bit of a roller coaster, and unfortunately not going to translate too much into rain with the increased dew points. Just going to be mostly sunny skies for us today, with those temperatures getting into the 90s for daytime highs. So definitely prepare for a little bit of a toasty Friday. And as we go through the next 10 days, like I said, a little bit of a roller coaster, below average as we go from Sunday into Tuesday with that cold front, right back above average as we go into the back half of next week with those temperatures in the mid 80s. But hopefully we avoid any of those 90s making their return to the coastal bend for the time being, and then hopefully we start to see a little bit more rain working its way into the area as well. In terms of our 7-day forecast, like I said, the roller coaster on the way from the 90s these next couple of days, 70s by Sunday, and going to be a windy one at that, 60s by Monday, and then right back on the climb as we go into next week. 84 degrees by Wednesday with overnight lows from the 60s this week to the 40s.